These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
I'm Jordan Bonke with your afternoon update from the ABC15 Arizona newsroom. There's some more monsoon action in the valley last night. Our chief photographer Bill Miley capturing this video of the rain in downtown Glendale last night. The storm also bringing dust and some strong winds to the areas. Our viewer Howard, and thank you Howard for sending us these pictures of power lines down that were knocked down in Maricopa. We checked with the electrical district number 3 where around just 30 customers are without power in the area this morning. And that CrowdStrike outage that started a software update for Microsoft devices late Thursday into early Friday was the largest IT outage in history, and its impacts were felt through the weekend. And according to the tracking website FlightAware.com, more than 1,500 U.S. flights were canceled for a third straight Sunday, and more than 8,500 were delayed. Upwards of 1,000 of the cancellations were from Delta. The airline paused all travel for unaccompanied minors until Wednesday. CrowdStrike says that it deployed a fix for the outage, but airlines have computers at thousands of gates, and they will need to be individually, manually rebooted. And if you're flying out of Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport today, you got to make sure you check your flight status before you head there. This morning, there were still dozens of flights delayed or canceled.
As a woman, I think we always need more protection. But I do think it is interesting that we're starting to have something like that.
In our Operation Safe Roads report, a new rideshare service coming to the valley plans to offer armed drivers. The Black Wolf app is already used in cities like Miami and Atlanta and just launched here in Phoenix, but the armed driver isn't available in Arizona yet.
So right now it's a soft launch, and we're doing all the premium rides. And as we're doing that, we're looking into what it takes from the DPS, what it takes to say, hey, if we do open our arms, what are the requirements, if any? What are paperwork do you need to see, if any? And we're actually working with a couple of private security companies as well.
The company tells us they want to give the average person a more secure ride by using former police, military, or security guards with experience. And a new trend is helping people save on groceries. According to the Wall Street Journal, it's called bulk sharing. And like it sounds, it involves families and friends buying groceries together. ABC's Elizabeth Schultze tells us more about how it all works.
Banding together to buy in bulk. At big box stores like Costco and Sam's Club, families are joining forces, splitting up bulk grocery purchases to save on their spending. Marissa Verna splits bulk items in her grocery cart with her sister Jill.
I don't need 40 bags of this toddler snack. Do you want to go halves on it? And I'll just send over 20 bags for you and I'll keep 20 bags and vice versa.
For Christy Davies' family of 5 in New Jersey, it's a strategy that's helped reduce food costs by nearly $75 every week.
When I buy a bulk, sometimes it's too much. So I'll share it with Christy.
Christy coordinates bulk grocery runs with her mom, Janet. They split the bill and then divvy up food like cantaloupe and bananas.
In my mind, I'm like, is this something that I can wait and we can get at Sam's Club? Because I'd rather not spend that price from the grocery store if I can help it.
New government data shows grocery prices are stabilizing after rapid increases the past 3 years. But the typical family is still spending about 11% of its disposable income on food, the highest level in 3 decades. But experts warn shoppers shouldn't always assume that buying in bulk is cheaper.
If your group are the type that would go and buy very expensive pre-wrapped charcuterie boards or pre-cut vegetables, and then you try to split that up, the price that you are actually saving isn't that much relative to you just going and purchasing the vegetables or the meat on your own.
Time for that most accurate forecast. I'm meteorologist Iris Hermosillo. Heat alerts remain in place for parts of our state. It's in northwest and western Arizona along the Colorado River where we've got those heat alerts throughout this week. No heat alerts for the valley as that temperature comes down just slightly. Phoenix today at 110 degrees, 113 out at Lake Havasu, Bullhead City, with highs back into the 90s in spots like Payson, Sedona, and also Prescott. Mid-80s for spots like Flagstaff. We're going to have to watch for storms again. First, they develop along the rim, and then they could move off that higher terrain and into the Phoenix area or in areas across central Arizona. For the valley, a slight chance for rain after our atmosphere was a little worked over after the storms that we had yesterday. So that chance for rain will be minimal, but it's possible we get a stray thunderstorm. So just be on the lookout for that this afternoon and into the evening. Then those storm chances get a little bit more promising tomorrow. Temperatures get a little hotter too, 112 Tuesday and Wednesday, with daily storm chances through the weekend and high temperatures right near 110 through the weekend too.
Another update tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by downloading that free ABC 15 mobile app. Thanks for watching.
These latest headlines from ABC 15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.